And we'll see you then. Big financial news tonight as President Joe Biden is trying to calm any concerns about our nation's banking system. And that is following the collapse of two banks over the weekend.
It's the second largest bank failure in the United States following the 2008 crisis. And our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us now live from the U.S. Capitol with much more on this. And Rachel, could the taxpayers be impacted by this?
Good evening, Mike and Eva. So, yeah, that is definitely the greatest fear right now, is that the taxpayers are going to have to bail out these banks. And right now, President Biden and others are trying to reassure that the taxpayers that they can solve this problem without the taxpayers' money. So here's what happened. The SVB bank collapsed after chaos sparked by high interest rates led to a bank run on Thursday, with the bank's depositors pulling out $42 billion. It was the largest lender failure since Washington Mutual collapsed in 2008. Now, one of the biggest fears is that taxpayers are going to have to bail out these banks, but President Biden and the Treasury Secretary are insisting measures they're taking to shore up deposits won't come at the taxpayers' expense.
Today, thanks to the quick action of my administration over the past few days, Americans can have confidence that the banking system is safe. Your deposits will be there when you need them. Small businesses across the country, the deposit accounts at these banks can breathe easier knowing they'll be able to pay their workers and pay their bills.
The Treasury Department, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and the Federal Reserve decided to guarantee all deposits as SVB, as well as New York Signature Bank, which was seized yesterday. Reports say without the government's decision to backstop them all, companies would have lost funds needed for things like payroll and paying their bills. Biden says he's looking for accountability on the collapse, pointing the finger at bank executives. And Mike and Eva, our local congressional members, they haven't really been too vocal on this issue. We reached out to Representative Mike Kelly's office on this, but his communications team, they didn't release an official comment, only saying that they are monitoring the situation. Back to you.